Hey you people, I am 30 and welcome back to yet another episode of Return of Caesar. And I did make kind of a promise to you last episode about the events that we should go for in this episode. And actually, a course of events that involves the papacy. The theocratic kingdom of the papacy with the Pope Innocent, and I'm doing quotation marks with my fingers now. You cannot see it, but that's actually what I'm doing. He is not Pope Innocent III, and he has a different spelling from Pope Innocent III, because Pope Innocent III was the person who actually called the Fourth Crusade, which ended with the sacking, which first started off with the sacking of Sora, which belongs to Croatia. I don't actually know where Sora is. Can we search for it? Find title, Sora. It used to be it's a city of Sora. I don't. May it have some different spelling. No, that's a different Sora. So there isn't any Sora right now in this game, but and it's actually spelled with the Z rather than with an S. It's somewhere in here. I think it was on like an island or something. I'm not entirely sure though. You might know. Sadar, that might be the place. I think it might be. I'm not entirely sure though. And then he went and sacked and took over Constantinople, as well as starting the Latin Empire. And that sacking of Constantinople is probably one of the greatest crimes against, well, history ever done, with all of the things that got, all of the religious things that got destroyed, as well as not only religious things in Constantinople that got destroyed, a lot of them got shipped over to the Vatican as well as the rest of Italy. But a lot of the things got, like the golden things and silver things got melted down so they could use the metal for coin, basically, and stuff like that. And that's just these are the things that makes me want to cry. It's like the same when the Byzantines became iconoclast and they decided that religious paintings shouldn't be about people. You shouldn't paint things in religious, like you shouldn't paint religious pictures. Basically, like with how the Muslims doesn't allow you to paint the prophet. So they decided to destroy all of these religious paintings that were around. A lot of things got destroyed. That's why if you go to the temples of Ravenna, which didn't actually belong to the Byzantines back then, it has a lot more paintings than like Byzantine temples from right around the same era, because the Ravenna temples didn't belong to the Byzantines back then. But when that temple was built in Ravenna, they did belong to the Byzantines. It's built in a Byzantine style. And that's actually the temple where you can find the painting of Justinian the Great. It's actually in Ravenna, I think. It's a temple in Ravenna. It's not a temple, it's a church. That's the right word for it. You can find a painting on the wall. The Byzantines did like their paintings. They didn't, like the ancient Romans used to do like all of these bustes and statues of Roman emperors and stuff like that. The Byzantines, they still had the same knowledge of how to do statues, but they swayed away from it and started doing those murals as well as paintings, but especially the murals. Byzantine murals are just amazing in how beautiful they are. And anyone who knows how mural is done know how incredibly expensive it is as well. If you ever want to have murals or something like that in your bathroom or in your kitchen, you should know how bloody expensive it is. Because it's insane actually. But I can understand why it's a lot of work. I know actually one guy who works as someone doing those kind of things, like in the more modern things when you do it like that, basically. But enough of that. We're gonna kill the Pope Innocent. He's basically gonna be the one that I'm holding responsible for the future event that will not happen for about 1.5 century yet, but by someone with the same name of him. But who cares? I'm gonna kill this guy. He has a lot of money. He's going to be able to hire holy orders. This might be really, really difficult, but we will find out. I'm gonna kill the Pope. I'm gonna take the entire duchy of Latium. Pardon me. Declare war. We can basically call this the Holy War for Jerusalem. No, not Jerusalem, for Rome. That's embarrassing. Man. Yeah. The Holy War for the papacy. for Rome. Yeah, as I thought, I would be known as a murderer, which is not a great thing. This is only a weak hook. He is my vassal. He might try and become like my marshal or something. That's fine. I guess that's like one holy order or something. Yeah, the Knights Templars, actually. So he has a hook on me. I could just try and kill you, because he doesn't particularly like my guts as it is. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. And his bishop is going to help me do it. Because even though he's orthodox as his bishop wants me to help kill this guy. Which is actually kind of interesting. You would like to come here today, right? They're gonna arrive in just a few days. So I'm gonna need some mercenaries. I'm going for the Varangians. As we can see, this is expensive as... And I'm only going to for like 2 of them as it is right now. Okay. We are still trying to gather. I'm only going to do that for 2 more days. And then I'm stopping to merge, because gathering army is actually a negative thing when it comes to fight. You are amazing, by the way. That's not the best, like... commander trait, but he's a really good commander. We are defending in the mountains, of course. And look at that advantage. That's 50 advantage. That is insane. It's gonna speed up a bit. This is not going as well as I would like to, though. Why is this not going as good as it should? I guess it's because they have all of these men-at-arms, which are really good at fighting. We are going to win this, but actually it's not going. They will pray to Zeus, not to anyone else. Not to that false god of the Christians. That's not actually my personal opinion, but I'm role-playing, so no one gets hurt of me saying so. Okay, that went out kind of okay. It didn't go as well as I would have liked to, really, because we did lose a lot of troops. We didn't lose too many, we lost 4,000. That was probably a stupid thing to do, by the way. You can see the advantage. We are still having an advantage. I did, of course, go for a worse commander. Thank you. Oh, it worked out. Good. Let the traitor be known. I think it is because they have all of these very good men-at-arms, like the armored horsemen, for example, are really good at fighting, and these are planes, of course. 5 years? Are you having a laugh? 5 years? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't raise my... I didn't raise my mana jealous, that's why. I haven't raised my entire levy yet, that's why. I was like thinking, 5 years with mana jealous, that's insane. But that's actually not the case. Okay, that's nice. I like that. That makes me feel a bit more safe about myself. Go and siege down Roma. Okay, what are they trying to do? Trying to kill me, that's what they're trying to do. Okay, I want a siege commander if I got one. I should have one. The Raging God guy is actually one of those people. You are done with the culture thing. Where can you keep on spreading it? He's gonna be a... I'm gonna save him because I want to make Roma into a Roman place. Yeah, 7 months, it's a bit better. That makes sense at least. Prisoners can be lawfully ransomed. That's not going to happen. Yeah, Pope man. You did hire that holy order, but I'm still killing you. Pope innocent. Yeah. I will not be able to abolish the papacy yet, though. I need to control the entirety of Italy first. And for that to happen, we of course need to kill the rest of Italy as well as this African sultanate. Oh, he's dead! Oh, we didn't get to enact revenge on the Pope Innocent guy. Well, I guess we started off the Holy War. The war on him, so that's kinda a revenge against Pope Innocent. Oh, that's this bit of a disappointment, you know? As I step over the threshold to my court physician Livilia's office, I find her bent deeply over a book. This translation of Herophilius is atrocious, she says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I am as likely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. Let me have a look. I could make her a physician, but that's not particularly what I want. I want myself to be a bit better, and she's getting permanent learning skill from me doing that. Pardon. Oh! No, wait, that's not the right one. Is she pregnant yet? She's not. And that still is the daughter. Every child you're having is inbred. Just so you know. I hope you do know that, right? I need to get them not being married anymore. Hopefully that's gonna keep me alive for a while. Having that healthy thing. I'm feeling fine. When I get whole of body, that's going to help as well with keeping me alive. My ward Diocletian is now a really good martial man. Look at that. I like it. He's a siege commander as well. And I did make him into a witch. You actually missed that because I did it in between recordings. Kill the guy. Oh, where was that? That wasn't the Byzantium itself. It was in this other place. I'm gonna make Kallianopolis Roman as well because it's already... Oh, not Roman, Hellenic, because it's already Roman. And we are very close to reforming the faith now. I really do hate that this is getting brief. I have to redo this every single time. It doesn't really make sense, to be fair. Theocratic, lay clergy, temporal head of faith. I want righteous. And I think that's the only thing that I wanted. Having no bastard would not be a bad thing, but seeing as I'm going to have concubines, that's 100 extra piety. That's not too bad. Having no bastards is not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. Meaning if I get it good, I'm not going to have to worry about... That's actually really good that almost every one of my vassals should actually convert, because most of them are not Hellenic as it is right now. I think it might just be because this is a new faith, and it's a reformed one. Having witchcraft accepted is a good thing. Deviancy is shunned. That's okay. I am a deviant now, I think, so that's not particularly good. But who cares? It's shunned, so it's minus 15 opinion. And this guy's dead, and he's no longer having this thing on me, and I have sieged down Roma. Hopefully we didn't sack it too much, because it is actually like the... well, it's kind of an important place. I'm gonna replace your wife. She's actually really good, so I would prefer if I could just divorce you. But seeing as that's not possible, I'm going to murder her. She's 38, so she's almost out of child-breeding age as it is. It doesn't really matter. How big is my family? It's increasing in size. That's good. We're still making money, and we are taking back our ancestral home. The place where Caesar himself was born. Oh, was he born in Latium? He might have been. I'm not sure actually. But he absolutely died there in Roma, in the Curia house. Not the one that's there currently, because that's actually a newer building, built a couple of centuries later, I think. But it was built in the same place as the older Senate house. So enforced demands, we are seizing the entire duchy of Latium. And he's now unlanded. He is having very little piety and is losing money because he has those mercenaries and holy orders raised. And look at that. That's beautiful. Wait, what? You're not landed. What? Why? What's the thing? He's a baron. Of which place? Teresina. How did you end up here? I'm gonna keep this. So which duchy do I want to give away? That's the question. I think it might be time to... I'm going to probably give all of this away in the end, or most of it. But what I want to keep, I want to keep Thrace as well as Latium. I want to keep those places. I really don't want to give away Athens. I want to give away the worst holdings as it is right now. Ones that make me the least money. And I want to keep Messenia. Or is it Messenia? Laconia as well as Attica, seeing as they are holy sites, which means that they are beneficial to keep on, actually. So I would prefer not to give them away. That's my ward. I'm gonna land him. He's a bastard he will found in New Dynasty. That's fine by me. That's actually really fine by me. And I'm gonna give away Patras as well to Honorius Örn. That's a very Swedish name for someone being Roman, seeing as that letter is actually a Swedish one. At least with that spelling of the letter there is a Danish and Norwegian spelling as well, but it looks slightly different. It's an O with a straight line through it, or with a bended line over it. Because we are above our vassal limit, what does that cost us? It costs us 10% of our levy and income. Look at my levy size now. It's actually looking really good. Okay, so we have some kingdoms. What I might want to do is actually create the kingdom of Nicaea. Every time I say the kingdom of Nicaea, it makes me think about like IKEA. But that's not the case. It's not IKEA, it's Nicaea. He has 1,000, you have 3,000. You're the strongest guy that's Roman inside this kingdom, so I'm gonna make him the king. Regnum of Nicaea, not IKEA. And why are not those people within you? Thessalonica, I can see why. Opsicum, though, should belong to you. I'm gonna grant Opsicum to you as well. But you're not going to get Thessalonica. Yeah, I know. Okay, which buildings are not enabled? This one should be enabled. All of them should be enabled. So, of course, Rome is an amazing holding because we have both the Colosseum. The Colosseum is one of the largest amphitheaters ever built and has hosted countless spectacles such as gladiatorial combat, animal hunts, and even reconstructed sea battles. Its construction was started by the Roman Emperor Vespasian in AD 72 and was completed in AD 80 under his successor Titus. Despite its vibrant history, its primary use today is for harvesting marble and bronze for use elsewhere. The official name of the Colosseum is actually the Flavian Theatre, because the Flavian dynasty was the dynasty of the Emperor Vespasian, actually. And this is true, this last sentence, but it's not entirely true for this time era, because the Colosseum mainly got used as a construction site or somewhere to get supplies in the later medieval era, like in the 14th, 15th, 16th centuries, because there have been earthquakes and stuff destroying the theater a bit more and more all throughout history. Like, for example, in this era, I think even the mausoleum of Halicarnassus is still around, because it didn't get removed until later, when it was like an earthquake or something in like the 14th century or something that really wrecked the entire mausoleum, and they actually destroyed it after that last thing. And even like the lighthouse of Alexandria is around. It's not in game, but it should be around, because in real life the lighthouse is still around. Apparently in game Alexandria has nothing, but in this era the lighthouse was still there. It was really wrecked because of countless earthquakes, but it was still there. And I feel like I can see why it's not in the game, but seeing as this game ends in 1452 or 52 or 53 with the fall of Constantinople, it would make sense to let those medieval wonders actually still be in the game, because they were actually around in this time era still. Very wrecked by earthquakes and other things, people taking supplies like marble from them, because marble was expensive. But they were still there. And they were still impressive, like the Colossus of Rhodes didn't actually vanish until like the 8th century. It actually fell very early on, like after only like 70 years standing upright, it fell because of an earthquake. But it was actually still there, laying on the ground for centuries, for like 8 centuries or something like that, until like about the 8th century itself. And then I think it was like in the 7th or 8th centuries, the Muslim invaders came to Rhodes, conquered the island, and they melted down the Colossus because they wanted the bronze. Because the entire Colossus, of course, was built of bronze, which is and was back then very expensive and very valuable. enough with that history lesson. We're gonna kill some Italians, I think. I want a bit more money though, because I am not having a lot of money. I want those places to get enabled. Right, I'm not getting any money from Rome as it is right now, because control is terribly low, which is not particularly good. Are you my friend? Because if you were my friend, that would make this a bit easier, or a bit quicker, at least. Is there anyone being my friend? You like the fact that I'm a handsome man, because you're a woman, of course. He's a king. He is a king, so I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna try and make him my friend. Befriend. So this will work a bit quicker. Preferably. And you, my man, you are going to get to work to make Rome, well, Roman. As you know. Because this, of course, is the ancestral home of the Romans. And that, of course, puts us even closer to restoring the Roman Empire. We only need the rest of Tunis, which we will take. The rest of Sabahid, which is in Alexandria. And also, one of you wanted me to take the entirety of Egypt, which does make sense. It was the breadbasket of Rome, of course. And it still does make a lot of money. Like, maybe even today, I wouldn't really say it does make. Egypt is not the richest country in the world, but still. And then we want Palestine, which is basically Jerusalem, and well, that's basically it. We want some things here in the Middle East, and then we're done. Then we can restore the empire. I think I want to dismantle the papacy first, though. So I'm gonna try and take down the Italians before I do anything else. You're still fighting against the Albans, because none of you have any troops. And that's a bit interesting. Yes, it is. So, you have some claims, you have some claims, you have some, and you have some. I'm gonna go for my own claims, I think. This is gonna take forever, by the way. Because there's a lot of duchies still around. And that's actually only one county when it comes to the Duchy of Pisa. Which is a shame, if you ask me. Yeah, yes it is. I'm gonna raise about... I want my men-at-arms, of course, but I'm not gonna raise every troop because they have about like 100 troops themselves. So I don't need the absolute majority of my own troops. When I stop gathering, I'm gonna split in half. I'm gonna see if I can reorganize you two. I want my managers in the same place, and you guys gotta get disbanded. And even those guys are too many of, to be fair. That is a siege commander. That's good. Wait, who was that guy? Oh. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't land you. Oh, I did land you, and you're the firstborn son. No, you're not. Oh, that's good. He's not actually... Wait, what? No, he's not... Yeah, he's not the heir of Nicaea. That's good. So I didn't give him Messenia to belong to Anatolia in the end. Well, not to belong to Nicaea in the end, because that would have been a terrible thing. Because I hate those borders being messed up. Would you mind? You already are my religion, my dear. That's a good thing. You are not. Would you like to be my religion, my man? Most of you already are, except the people that doesn't particularly enjoy my guts. You have an ally. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna reform the faith very soon, as we can see. So that's good. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna siege down Florence as the next thing. What I think is the thing, I don't think my firstborn son is making any babies. Have you lost your fertility with your age? What's happened to you? You apparently are not that brave in the bedroom. She's only 36, you can make babies, it's okay. Come on, man. Come on, Caesar. You have a glorious beard, but that's gonna get away whenever I'm gonna play as you. Oh, I can already do it. You, of course, are gonna look like Byzantine nobility. That's commoner. That doesn't really... That's northern. I was looking at the wrong things. High nobility. You are, of course, high mobility. And you're gonna go for the circlet, and you're not gonna have the beard. How am I looking, by the way? I have the Byzantine armor, of course, as well as the circlet. The reason I'm going for the circle is because I want the... You being serious? You know that I... I pressed the wrong thing. No. I didn't want that. Oops. I have my reasons, okay? I didn't mean to decline, I want to accept. Oops. It's made people hate me. General opinion minus 15. I lost piety as well. Oh man. No, I'm not going to have white peace with you. Go away. Why did just Florence get independent? You being serious? I want to take this place. Oh, it means I have to attack him again. Oh man, that's annoying. That means I control the entirety of it. I spent 750 prestige for one county. Oh, that's annoying. That is really annoying. Ugh. Man. That makes me a bit upset. Is there no one to ransom? Apparently there isn't. So what are you trying to do, Italian army? Only God knows. We are friends. Good. Gonna make him work a bit quicker when it comes to this. As we can see, he's my friend. Kill my daughter-in-law, please. And it worked out. Good. I'm gonna make sure my son, then he remarries someone else. We can make him some babies that aren't actually his own, that aren't inbred. It's my granddaughter. I need to make sure she's married as well. Gonna make sure that happens. Marry this pretty woman. And you, Kilia, or say Kilia, I don't particularly know how to pronounce that. You're gonna marry Fyodor. Or no, you're gonna marry this guy, because I want that Herculean in the family. And those are the only people. Pardon. I gladly accept your proposal. That's good. Pardon me. Okay, so the Italian army is no more. It doesn't exist. I guess that's good to know. Okay. Yeah. You also wanted me to found a holy order or something, but I think I'm gonna reform the faith first, as someone said as well. I think that's probably exactly what you said, for me to actually reform the faith first. I'm gonna try and just I'm gonna split off troops so we can make sure that this army is not too big, so we don't lose out guys to starvation. That's generally a really bad way to go. As someone has been starving myself, I have to say I do not particularly enjoy it that much. Although mine wasn't voluntary. It's not like it usually is voluntary to anyone to starve, but it really wasn't to us, to any of me or my friends when we were in the forces. It's like those training exercises they like to put you through, is to make you a real soldier, a strong one, a strong man, by being starved. Not something that I particularly enjoy, to be fair. Well, I hate all of those. None of those things are good. Except fecund. That's a good one for life expectancy. And I guess the fertility is not a bad thing. Go for fecund. I would have preferred like genius. But apparently that's not a possibility. We go for fecund to become the common thing in our dynasty. And then we have that extra life expectancy thing with 5 years. Keeping myself alive for a while is not generally a bad thing. It's generally a good thing. Are you being serious? Yes, they are being serious. Oh. Everyone in Italy is becoming independent. Yes, they are. Everyone is becoming independent. I'm losing some mercenaries. Oh no, stop, stand still. There we go. I guess that gave me some more war score because I control the things that belong to them, but I'm getting whole of body. That's good. Gonna keep me alive for a while. Yes, it will. Hopefully, I will get at least 70. I'm gonna be the oldest man to ever lived in this family. Because Caesar himself didn't get much over 50, to be fair. He didn't. Spedusa. Priscus. He's a bit club-footed, but he's beautiful at the same time. I guess that's good, and he's a genius. Actually, Emperor Claudius was actually club-footed himself as well. He walked with a very serious limp because of this. And he was actually, maybe he wasn't a genius, but he wasn't a stupid man either. He was actually kind of intelligent. But he acted a bit like a buffoon. Buffoon, rather. Probably to make sure that the Praetorian gods didn't see him as a threat to anything, basically. I think that might have been the reasoning behind it. Victoria, my granddaughter, who should you marry? Preferably someone not related to you. Like Henrik or Gracchus. He's fecund, so that's probably going to stay inside the family then, because it's actually a trait that we selected to be something that stays in the family. That's a good thing. So I'm doing all of this with one county, by the way. Just so you know, have no illusions about that. We're doing all of this with one county. And there's no way in hell I'm getting up there. Can't you just lose this? I want you to lose that thing. They're losing everything that belongs to them. And this person is trying to get independent as well. So that's something I need to take this before she becomes independent. What are you doing? Leave it alone, man. Go away, Aquatine. Oh, there we go, finally. Enforce the bounds, we get one county. One single measly county. Numerian, my grandson, you should marry Princess of Sweden. Didn't that give me a potential alliance? It didn't. Why didn't it? Where'd she go? No, it doesn't. She has claim on Sweden, though. Oh, that's interesting. Marry her. And I'm gonna ransom Adele. Because apparently Adele is not singing in the deep. She's actually stuck deep inside my dungeons. And that pun was really, really bad. So bad that you should make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to end this video here, guys. Also make sure to like this video if you haven't done so already. And if you do subscribe, you're not going to miss out on any future uploads in this campaign. We took the papacy. That's in itself worth to like and subscribe, I think. And we're gonna keep on taking Italy down, all of those independent, smaller guys, until we can finally dismantle the papacy, and then we're gonna try and restore the Roman Empire, basically. And then we're gonna try and reclaim the ancient borders, which is gonna take a while, I think. But that will be fun. I do think so. But make sure, so as I said, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if there's something you want to talk about, and see you soon, guys. Thank you. Bye.